food over there, there's food!
Pizza! Looks lovely.
Okay, go get it.
No, wait!
Wait.
We must obey the 5-second rule.
Sir? Why? Why can't we just... Our job is to go get on that food. Why can't we go get on the food yet?
It is written in the most ancient of our texts that we must obey the 5-second rule.
Well, I don't understand. Surely our job is to be on that food and we should just go straight to that food. Like, what?
Look, you are aware that humans produce various cleaning substances.
Yes.
And you are aware that most of them kill 99% of germs.
Yes.
Many years ago, we made a pact with the humans that they would not kill 100% of us if we would stay off their food for at least 5 seconds. That was the agreement that our forebears made.
Well, I suppose, but it seems like such an arbitrary amount of time. Like, surely the humans would have wanted to strike a deal for more like 10, 15 seconds, and...
There was a lot of back and forth.
Well, I'm impressed, sir, that we got such a good deal out of the humans that we only have to give it 5 seconds. Are there any exceptions to this? Are there any times where we're allowed to get on it in less than 5 seconds?
Marmite. We're allowed to go for Marmite as quickly as possible, because that stuff's gross, nobody wants it.
What about things that have fallen into, like, wet mess? You know, what if someone, like, drops something in some sick?
Well, then of course, we have to hand it over to the stomach bacteria, who were already there and present. And in many cases, they're so ingrained into the culture of us, the germs, the bacteria, that they will recoil back from the food for the first 5 seconds.
And I have, I guess, only one more question. Now I stop and think about it, sir. Why is it that, like, dry food somehow, like, why do we have to leave that longer? Why is that okay for longer than 5 seconds?
It's just not worth it. You know, like, nobody wants a bit of dry pasta. Boring. Pizza, nom nom nom. Speaking of which, shall we get on that? I think it's been more than 5 seconds.
Right,
charge!
Good evening, everyone. Fred here from Channel 7 News, and I'm here today in Dorset to investigate the local sample mines, because we've unfortunately had a terrible cave-in, and we'll get down to that in a moment. But I have one of the workers from the sample mines here for an interview. Hello.
Hello there.
What's your name?
It's Clive.
Hello, Clive. I understand you work in the Dorset sample mines. Could you tell me a little bit about the job for those who don't know what you do in the sample mines?
Well, we have these specially modified picks. They've got little microphones on the end. We dig out the samples. We were recently just found a lovely seam of hi-hats. It was brilliant, just digging along, just...
See, this is fascinating. I think many people don't know that that the parts that you find in music, the music samples, are a natural resource. Have you ever worried that as a natural resource we're going to run out of samples while exporting them from Dorset, which, as we all know, is the world capital of music samples?
Well, you'll find that musical genres come in and out depending on sort of what we're digging out at the time. Recently, we've had an awful lot of wubs, so we have been naturally exporting more dubstep.
Fascinating. And can you tell me a little bit about what caused this sample mine cave-in?
To be fair, we had found some absolutely massive wubs just... We should have seen the signs. Unfortunately, they were such good wubs, such dirty bass, and it was absolutely fantastically dirty bass. The miners were really getting into their groove, proper crunking it out down there. But all of a sudden, there was a build. There was definitely a build. We should have known. We really should have known. All we could hear for a while was just...
Oh, goodness. Did you
naturally a drop was going to come.
Oh no, did you accidentally hit the drop?
We actually hit the drop, and naturally that did lead to a cave-in.
See, this...
lucky no one was hurt for long. I think we've developed a whole new style of, like, electronic jazz.
I'm glad to know that nobody was too terribly hurt when the beat dropped. Well, do you have any final parting words for those who are interested in a career in the sample mines, or for anyone who is concerned that mining in the sample mines is causing damage to the Dorset countryside?
Always wear a hard hat and some DJ headphones. Remember, E11s... What are E11s? Attenuating earphones are absolutely vital when you're working in a noisy environment for long periods of time.
I think you should leave in the giggle about E11s.
I think they're E11s. I don't want to give people bad advice about...
I don't know. I like that you sort of thought about it giggled and kept going.
Okay, well that's fine. We can do that.
Yay!
Then what happened?
Hello, dears, and welcome to another episode of Eating the Rich, a recipe guide. I'm here today with Deirdre. Say hello, Deirdre.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Deirdre. Today, once again, we're going to be talking you through Eating the Rich, a guide to destroying the bourgeoisie through a recipe. What ingredients do we need today to eat the rich, Deirdre?
Well, I think today we're going to go for something slow cooked. There's lots of good meat, lots of good fat, lovely marbling there on the rich, I find.
Well, see, what I find with the rich is because they've got so much access to food whenever they wish. You often find that they have a little bit of fat to them. So slow cooking is a really good way to just make that fat just fall right off the meat.
Absolutely, it makes absolutely wonderful gravy.
Oh goodness, yes. That's always our tip for eating the rich. Don't throw out any of the juices. They make for good gravy.
They do. Save the gravy.
Save the gravy, save the poor, eat the rich. So, as the name might suggest, eating the rich, you don't want to have too large of a portion. They're quite a rich, heavy meal. I find that one member of the bourgeoisie can easily feed a family of 10.
For a week or so.
Oh, indeed. You just have to make sure you use every part of the rich person.
Well, it's terribly cruel if you're going to kill an animal to not eat the whole thing. Make sure you're using the whole thing. Possibly turn their skin into some kind of very soft leather.
Waste not, want not is the way I put things. Waste not, want
Indeed.
not, indeed. You can use their skull to hold some nice candles.
Yes, absolutely. And I tend to use the bottoms of their teeth as a toothpick. A toothy toothpick.
Oh, how gauche, how clever. I've taken to sewing the teeth into children's dolls to give them a more authentic smile.
Oh, absolutely. I find that they are wonderful. And if not that, I've taken to shaving off their hair, carefully matting it up, and then making lovely felt hats.
Oh, it's a wonderful idea you've got there.
Absolutely.
We're making such good use of every part of the rich person. Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm terribly sorry. It looks like our time is up, but
Oh no, more garlic.
we've put our rich person in the slow cooker, and next time we'll be back to show you the results.
Exactly. Down with the bourgeoisie.
Down with the bourgeoisie. Enjoy.
Oh yes, look at this one. The bold lines, the such stark colours. It's an excellent example of.
Look, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I've been staring at this painting for a while, listening to you talk about it, and I don't know if I'm looking at it wrong. I'm not much of an art person, but to me this just looks like a blank sheet of paper. I'm not seeing any art materials, like any paint or anything on this.
You clearly wouldn't understand. Perhaps your eyes are not used to this fantastic style of homeopathic art.
Homeopathic art? What are you on about?
Yes, it's homeopathic paints on canvas. Very, very special.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure there's no paint on this canvas.
No, you don't understand. It's ultra-nucleated paint. You see, once long ago, there was a pigment in the water that was then diluted, because water has memory, you see. And this is an example of how these pigments they're just so vibrant, even though there's such a small amount left in there. This is Hahnemann's finest work.
Well, see, here's the thing. Surely it would be more effective to use enough of the pigment that we could actually see it, and then, we could see what it was doing. And surely, if, here's the thing. I'm looking at this painting and I can't see it doing anything. And surely if this homeopathic paint did something, I'd be able to look at it and tell you what it did. Like, what was happening with what the paint had done. But the fact that I can't tell you what it's done in a vacuum probably means it's not done anything, surely?
Perhaps to your uncivilized, untrained eyes, which we fine art critics can obviously tell a Henneman from a Kent or anyone else indeed. This piece here, of course, one of Constantine Herring's finest works, of course known as To Heal a Broken Heart. It's an absolutely stunning piece. I believe that the ultramolecular qualities of the very highest. I think there is approximately 1/quadrillionth of a part per million of within the paints used on this particular canvas.
Well, here's what I'm going to offer to you then. Here is this bottle of definitely not just plain placebo paint water that I have, and it once had Vanta Black in it, the blackest of blacks. How much will ye give me for it?
Well, of course, I myself am not a painter, but perhaps if you could find one of the great homeopathic painters, they'd be terribly interested in such a thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with paint, thanks. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Well,
Homeopathy sucks.
hello, Sparkies.
Hi. I've got an electrical problem. I've got quite an old fuse board, and it seems like it's broken, but I can't seem to find anywhere that sells the old style fuses rather than the new flip switches. Do you know if you can help?
You got an old style RCD? Yeah, no, it shouldn't be a problem. You wouldn't happen to be trans though, would you?
Yeah, I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, it's all very important. You might want to make sure that we're treating these things correctly. Obviously, we don't want to bring you to any harm. We want to make sure that you are treated with the utmost care, and because trans people obviously do need special care and attention, and also, we do need a specialist. So I'll tell you what, I'll send Steve round in about an hour. And then in about a year from now, we'll be able to send Mike round, and Mike will give you a second opinion. The two of them will compare their notes, and they'll let you know if they'll be able to help you out, get your lights back on.
Why do I need two opinions? Like, I'm the one that can see my fuse board and can see like the burnt piece where this fuse has gone. Like, surely I know better than someone on the other end of the phone what the problem is, and surely you can just send someone to fix the problem.
No, don't get me wrong. We certainly will be sending somebody out to help. But obviously, we do need to make sure that you're absolutely sure that you do want the lights back on.
I'm telling you,
before we make any mistakes that can't be reversed.
Well, I'm telling you now, I would like the lights back on, please.
Well, obviously, that is what you think. That's very important. Absolutely. But it would be wrong of us to move forward. How about I will get someone round there with some batteries, and you can start taking those, see if you can get like maybe a torch on, and then after a year of just trying that out, we don't want to do anything that's irreversible, and then from there we can move forward. We'll get the specialist, and we'll see if we can move forward. Maybe getting like a senior technician down, just to sign you off finally, and we might even look at replacing your entire fuse board for you.
See, considering that I am not a trained electrician, the number of hoops you're making me jump through, I have half a mind to just go and find a fuse myself and fix it because, solve the problem myself, because you're really making me jump through unnecessary hoops here.
Look, I understand there is a lot of frustration. This is a confusing time for you, but obviously we do need to make sure that you're absolutely sure this is right for you. No snap decisions. Obviously, you're very sure now, but in a couple of months' time, you might say, this is right for me. I was wrong. I should be in the dark with no power or anything. That I think it's very important not to rush these things. I mean, what if a child was involved?
There is a child involved. I want them to be able to live in a house where I'm not upset because there's no lights.
Well, I mean, I think we need to consider very, very carefully that whether or not that's right for them.
This is what the medical establishment does to trans people.
Do you need a bra?
What kind of bra are you offering me?
Do you need a bra for fancy occasions?
I do. What kind of bra is that?
Nice one, bra.
Nice one, bra. Do you need a bra that will help you locate, whether something... where something falls on a vertical axis? What's up, bra?
So you need a bra with a pocket for coins.
Yeah?
Got any change, bra?
Do you need a bra that will help you to prevent water from going further down the river? Damn, bra.
Damn, bra. Do you need a bra that has a clear sealed tube that has some liquid in it and an air bubble?
Right?
Level with me, bra.
Do you need a bra that has very little material to it at all? Not much, bra.
Do you need a bra that's completely strapless?
Yes, I do.
Back off, bra.
Do you need a bra that will help keep you cool in hot summer weather?
Big fan, bra.
Oh, I was gonna go for chill bra.
Chill, bra.
Chill bra.
Do you need a bra with a white clean target on the front?
I know where this is going.
Come at me, bra.
I think that ends that segment.
I'm sorry, No, I'm not. That was funny.
Oh, hello. Sorry to bother you. I've just arrived on the scene. Detective Roberts here. I just need updating on the status of our crime scene.
Well, Detective Roberts, the subject was an IC-12 elfin creature, most likely a pixie. There is an awful lot of glitter everywhere. This one appears to be silver.
Ugh, sorry. It's a frankly
It's
horrifying
not
amount
for the
of
faint
glitter.
of stomach.
No, sorry. It never gets easier seeing this amount of glitter splattered around a room.
No, I don't know how they managed to get it way up in the treetops.
Can you tell me anything about the way this pixie died from the glitter splatter?
Given the amount of glitter and the distance that it's travelled, I would say some kind of heavy bludgeoning instrument, possibly a large creature. I'd say something in the sort of troll, giant, or hobgoblin sort of level.
This is what happens when you have this great disparity between creature sizes. For all we know, this could have just been an unfortunate, horrific accident. There's just issues that occur.
Well, according to the splatter trails for the glitter, it's clear that this was almost certainly no accident, because you can see over here where the victim seems to have been smashed against that tree. But then there is a mark there where they've landed, and then over there is another mark where there is quite a lot of cast off, but it also looks like the victim has hit that tree as well. It's clear that the victim was really rather knocked around this small clearing.
I don't... sorry, I'm gonna need a second. I'm gonna go look at my notes just so I can stop looking at this room full of... Oh, sorry, I believe we've got a... Is that a call coming in?
Sir, we've had a lead at the local GUM clinic.
And, what's the lead?
Someone's come in with a severe case of craft herpes.
But